I haven't watched My Dress Up Darling in weeks, so this is the final episode of 2, and this is My Dress Up Darling Season 2, Episode 12, titled Dear Dress Up Darling. That's the title of it. So I'm just going to give my opinions and thoughts on I'm just going to share my thoughts and opinion on this episode. But before I do that, I just want you guys to subscribe to this channel, click like, tell me what your comments is, and no. The episode begins with Marine trying to tell Gojo that typical teenagers. Teenagers. Watching them in romance, in an awkward romance situation is so funny. It kind of reminds you of back in the days when you were young, back in the days when you were a kid, back in the days when you were in the stage of puberty, which is exactly what's going on right now. Since season 1, Marine has always had feelings for Gojo, and Gojo possibly has feelings for Marine the same. Now Marine is trying to figure out exactly, should she tell Gojo? She's gonna tell Gojo. So she rehearses with a teddy bear. That's the first thing you gotta do before you tell the actual person. Now the actual person shows up at the door, and by that actual person, I mean Gojo Waka. They go to a cosplay preparation place, go and prepare for what appears to be a rehearsal, and it ends up being everybody except Gojo is putting on a nun. Is this a rehearsal for Bloody Mary? Because that's exactly what it sounds like. And everybody is getting in the groove. But I kind of find that there were some complications going on there. There was Juju, number one, there was Juju who didn't like the stain, the sight of fake blood. There's Miyako, who doesn't want to talk with Marine because she finds Marine's outfit, costume very cute. And then there's the fact that there's 5 nuns in the room. Now the question now is, which one of them is the real Marine Kitagawa? It's very hard to spot Marine in that maze. Like, okay, Marine's also wearing a nun outfit. Where is she? I thought she was the one who was sitting alone in a room. I thought that was her, but it wasn't her. I thought Marine was. I'm just complicated right now. I was like, okay, do you have all these nuns here? Look at all of them here. Like, you have all of them here, like all of them. So which one is Marine? I thought that Marine, that the girl who didn't want to look at fake blood wasn't Marine. I thought, okay, I mean, it's very hard to picture Marine being in the state of a horror movie, being like rehearsing for a horror, what looks like the entry point of a horror movie, but it didn't look like her. I think, like, okay, yes, just putting her stuff on pause. And speaking about Marine, every single time Gojo gets close to her, it feels like she just wants to get some air. I can understand that part. Then there was that part where Gojo was close to her. Then that was also the part where she wanted to get some air. And why Miyako was actually finding Marine's cosplay outfit to be super cute is something. I mean, and then when Marine actually hears about it, immediately the both of them just take a selfie. I mean, it's like, it starts off from everybody's getting excited to that one moment of awkwardness back to excitement, which is my view, which is my opinion on what happened in this episode. And of course, when the whole thing was over, Marine and Gojo were back to the beginning. That is, back to their usual days, taking the train together, sitting together, going home together. And of course, this is the hour that we've been waiting for, where Marine actually tells Gojo that she's in love with him. In a way, Gojo sort of reads her mind, but not all of it. I mean, at the first part where he says, yep, back home it is. And then Gojo says, yes, back home it is, or something else. She says that in her mind, and then when Gojo says it out loud, she's like, oh, is he reading your mind? Then if he was, he definitely know what you're saying or what you're struggling to. Then as Gojo offers to walk her home, and Marine tells Gojo that she would like selfie, which they do at the end. Well, taking a selfie with the boy that you're in love with is not the perfect way to actually look at it, but it's not the perfect way to nail the whole thing, but it is a start. That's my opinion about this episode. So if you guys have any questions or comments about this episode, please make sure you leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to click like, watch as much as you want, and I will see you guys in the next video.